I went and bought a birthday cake. It's not my birthday. Hey sis, I'm here to change your life when it comes to makeup and skincare. You're watching, oh, what did I name this? Sorry, this is like the second episode. Cosmetics Unconcealed with Crystal. Okay. Girl, get it together because we about to do some makeup. Oh yeah, and skincare. You are watching Cosmetics Unconcealed with Crystal. I am going to be talking about why you don't feel pretty and why you should, okay? First of all, let me start by saying that we all have those days where we wake up and we just feel like we look in the mirror and we're like, ugh, it's you again. Great. What can we do about it? Well, first of all, let's get to the source. Why are we feeling that way? Because let me tell you, you are absolutely gorgeous. You are stunning, and there is no one else on this earth like you, okay? Let me just start out by saying that. I feel like the girl off Bridesmaids, where she's like, you smell like pine needles and have a face like sunshine. But it's true. You're literally one in a million. And, you know, you were created exactly the way you're supposed to be. So, you got that going for you. But we all have those days, and it's our job to make sure that those days don't turn into weeks, that turn into months, that turn into years. And that's why we gotta do something about it and nip it in the bud. I actually am going to steal a quote from myself that I did for my work video because I was talking about this same topic. I said, what did I say? I was talking about how, you know, sometimes in this situation, when you wake up and you don't feel pretty and you look in the mirror and you're like, I do not feel like even trying to do something with this today. Like no hair, no makeup, just out the door. Like if I know that mascara makes me feel more confident, if I know that lip gloss makes me feel more confident, why on earth would I actively choose not to do it when it would take a minimal effort to do so? And, you know, it's like sometimes you just want to waller in the way that you're feeling. And that's perfectly fine. Have a pity party, but limit it to like 5 minutes. And here's where my quote comes in. Limit your pity party to 5 minutes because you gotta get back up on the saddle and ride into battle because you got carpes to DM. That's what I said. I like that. I'm gonna keep it. When it comes to feeling better about yourself, one thing that you need to do is put in the effort in your hair and makeup, in your wardrobe, in your communication, wherever you feel like you're lacking. On those bad days when you feel like you don't have the energy to do it, that is more of a reason to do it harder. You can do it. I know you can. And hold me accountable too, because I need to, let me tell you. I have been so much better about this though, because I used to feel this way quite often. Like I would wake up and I wouldn't feel confident, and like I said, it was just easier not to do my hair or do my makeup and just, you know, roll out of bed, hop in the shower, get dressed, in the car we go. Let's go. It's not gonna get any better than this. Not today. I started making it a priority to do my hair, to do my makeup, to do those little things every day that make me just a smidge more confident, because why would I not? It just didn't make sense to me when I was reflecting back on, like, why would I not do just that little thing that would take me 2 minutes? And it's like, I didn't have the energy at the time. It's like, I guarantee you though, If you pop on that mascara and you make them lashes look, ooh, girl, you're gonna feel a whole lot better. I promise. It is so worth it. Another thing is to stop the negative self-talk. One reason that you are not feeling pretty is probably because of the way that you talk to yourself and you don't even realize it. This is one thing that I have really been working on because I was my harshest critic. Trust me. I was like, you know what? If I beat myself down into the ground, then anyone else that does it, they can't touch me. Because whatever you say to me is not going to hurt because I have said worse to myself, kind of thing. Weird flex, but okay. So, I had to break myself of that. How I did that was I would pay attention to what I was saying to myself. If I was looking in the mirror and I caught myself making a critique, I stop myself, I back it up, and then I flip it to where it is more positive. For example, if you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, these dark circles, what the heck is going on? Stop. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. And then turn it into a positive. You know what? No, I'm looking good. And this is how we're rolling today. With confidence. Because you deserve it. And because if you act more confident, you're going to feel more confident. Because you're going to condition yourself to be more confident. As you start stopping those negative thoughts in their tracks and then turning it into a more positive thought, you are going to notice a change. You're going to feel better. You are going to notice that you have a overall higher vibe about you, and you are going to notice yourself being all around more positive because that negative thought pattern definitely trickles into other parts of our lives that we probably don't even realize. But what I like to say to anyone who is experiencing more of a negative mindset, or they're just an extra harsh critic, which I've always been my worst critic. Always. I don't know why. And, my parents have always hyped me up. My family's always hyped me up. I've had friends that have always hyped me up. But I am just legit my worst critic. But I stopped that. And some days it's harder than others. But you know what? You have to live with yourself. And you're going to be with yourself your whole life, so it's going to be a whole lot easier if you decide to love yourself. And one way that you can definitely do that is by changing your thought pattern. Another reason that you should be breaking this negative thought pattern is because your body hears everything that your mind says about yourself. Basically, if you would not say it to a best friend, don't say it to yourself. And you know how we like to hype up our girlfriends. That's how you should be with yourself. And honestly, it's going to feel real cheesy. You're not going to like the feeling at first, but just listen, bear with me, try it. If you stand and look at yourself in the mirror and then you point out things that you love about yourself, even if you don't love them right now, you will learn to love them. Because you are literally conditioning yourself to love yourself. And it is a great feeling once you have achieved that. I feel like there are so many people that just have this laundry list of things that they hate about themselves, and they just keep it in their pocket. And it wears on them. It wears on their self-confidence. It weighs down their insecurities by a lot. When you learn to love yourself, it's just a weight off your chest. It's amazing, and I definitely recommend it. Your tip, do something extra for yourself on your bad days. I went and bought a birthday cake. It's not my birthday. And I'm not ashamed. And when I saw that it was only $5, I was like, oh, better get two. But I didn't, because that, you know, we're not trying to turn into like a dangerous behavior. But I feel like it would be a little bit different if I looked at it and I was like, birthday cake looks good, I think I'll get me a birthday cake. No, that's not how that went. I grabbed my puppy, my big old gigantic puppy, and I was like, get in the car. We have to go to Kroger and get a birthday cake. And we got birthday cake. And he's like, yeah, and I didn't get none. It's fine. This is Rip, by the way. This is my puppy Rip. Like Rip Wheeler off of Yellowstone. And he's tired. Do something extra for yourself. Like I was talking about with putting on mascara if you know it makes you more confident. Or putting on lip gloss if you know it makes you feel more confident. On your bad days, there is no shame in treating yourself to something extra. Or just going the extra mile to make yourself feel better. Like, get your nails done, do your own nails. Maybe now would be a good time to like do your spray tan. Do that little extra thing for yourself that you normally don't do, or that you tend to slack off on, but it makes you feel so much better when you actually do it, and you will not regret it one bit. And then last but not least, imagine your best, most confident self. And then start showing up as them. Think about yourself, your most confident self. What are they wearing? What do they look like? How do they carry themselves? And emulate that, because that is going to lead you to be your best self. Like, once you start emulating that and showing up as them, you are on it. Like, victory is in your grasp. I really hope that you always and forever strive for improvement, but always and forever be super happy where you're at, because that is how you get to the next level. Accept yourself for who you are and where you're at and what you're doing, and know that you have a purpose and that you are absolutely beautiful the way that you are. And in doing so, be super grateful that you are who you are, and that everything that has happened has led you to who you are on this day. Like, you would not be where you were at if you hadn't overcome all those obstacles that you have in the past to get here. And that alone is something. When I look at the person that I was, like, even a couple years ago, I have grown so incredibly much from that person. Like, I don't even know that person, but I'm thankful for them because they got me to where I am today. Also, I didn't really know about how to achieve that level of self-love back then. I kind of thought that was more of like a pipe dream. Like, I knew that you were supposed to love yourself, and I was like, oh yeah, I love myself, like, no big. But how are you supposed to do that? How do you get to that level? Like, what book do they sell at Barnes and Noble that I did not flip through, okay? That is my spiel. You're pretty. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. And you deserve to believe in yourself. Because I believe in you. And God believes in you. And the universe believes in you. Oh yeah, and thank you for watching. And feel free to follow me on Instagram. I don't know. I'm not